Girl, let me tell you a story. So when I was in the 7th or 8th grade, I invited some friends over. It was 2 boys, 2 girls. So my dad came home first. He calls my mama like, Danielle got some in the living room. My mama rushed home.
I know but you ain't had no in my house.
That hand went back and she went, you better not ever have nobody else in my house.
That ain't no problem. Huh? That ain't no problem.
I don't have time for that, girl.
And let's go ahead and get started. Of course, I have one eye already completed. We're going to start off by using the Morphe 35H palette. And I'm going to start using this turquoise color. Packing that color onto my lid right above my crease. And you guys, when you're putting on different colors, you want to make sure that you have a really good primer, because sometimes primers can make your eyeshadow look very patchy and chalky. So you want to make sure that you have a good eyeshadow primer. Next, I'm going to go in with the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place, dipping it into that purple. And I'm trying to kind of make the letter C, like an upside down C on the lid. So I'm just going from the front to the bottom of that eye, using soft circular strokes to transition that color. Next, I'm going in with this reddish fuchsia color and placing that right on top of that purple. Soft strokes going from the front to the back of the eye. Then I went back in with that turquoise color just to blend it into that purple just a little bit more. And then went back in with my fluffy brush just to make sure that those colors are seamless and they are faded properly. Next, I'm using my Fenty Beauty eyeliner. This is called Cause I'm Black. Girl, you already know. You know what I'm saying? I'm using my handy dandy tape to help me out with that wing liner. So I start with the wing, I pull down, and then I go to the front of the eyelid and I pull forward. And then I just fill in. I did apply my lashes off camera, so you will not see me applying my lashes. But what I like to do is get a mirror, hold it at the top of my brows, and just look into my other mirror just to make sure that no lashes are lifting. Going in with Sephora primer. This is their matte primer. Rubbing that all over my face and my neck. I'm going to pair it with Sephora foundation. This is their 10-hour matte foundation. Love this stuff. And remember, when you first start putting your foundation on, you want to press it into your skin. Do not start rubbing it, because you're going to make your foundation look patchy, and you don't want that. You're going to walk around here looking like a giraffe. This is a foundation brush from Juvia's Place. It actually came in a package of brushes, a bundle of brushes, I'm sorry. Next, going in with Espresso from Superstay. This is this is from Maybelline Superstay, and this is what I'm using to contour. To highlight, I'm using Tarte Shape Tape. Put that under my eyes, on my chin, and right above my brows. Next, I'm going in with this flat top beauty blender. Not quite sure of the name of it, so I kind of made up my own name. I'm assuming that's what it is, what it looks like, okay? And I'm just pressing that highlights into my skin, blending each area out. And then remember, when you're doing your highlight, always try to flip that brush over so that you can blend that in properly, so that it won't look like harsh lines all over your face. See how I flipped it upside down and I'm hitting the bottom of that highlight? That's what you want to do. Now I had to speed this up, you all. I had to speed it up. It was going a little bit too slow. So right now I am just blending in that highlight, beating my face to death. Then I went back with my beauty blender and just went over my whole face one more time, just to make sure that everything was blended seamlessly. Now I'm going to go in to set that highlight, and I am using Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. And I'm pressing that into my skin. And I did let it sit for just a little bit. Then I went back in and actually pressed it into my skin. Make sure you get all of those areas so that you won't crease. And to contour, I'm going in with a box of crayons, and I'm using the color brown to contour. And I am just putting that powder all over the contour areas of my face. So one thing that I stopped doing was putting cream on my nose to contour, because I have a heavy hand and it always comes out looking funny, so I just use powder. Next, I'm going to set my entire face using Soft Focus finishing powder. This is from Black Radiance. And I'm just going to softly rub that brush all over my face or whatever. All right, Danny. Now I'm going to go in with Juvia's Place Loose Highlighter. This is Royalty 1. And I am softly putting that on. You have to use a very light hand with this loose pigment, because it is very, very pigmented. So you gotta be careful when you go up in there. You know, one strike, you got the whole world on your face, just shining and glistening, grass. Let me hit the nose, and right there in the middle of my nose. Now, I did decide to do a coral smoky eye. So what I'm doing is that I have some NYX primer, and I'm just putting that right under my eye. Then I go back into the 35H palette, and I use that color to set that primer. And I'm going in with Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara, just to pull out those bottom lashes a little bit. This is Dose of Colors that I am first putting on, because I'm doing an ombre lip. Then I went in with Nude Nikki from MAC, and I am just putting that color right in the middle. I did go over it with gloss. That was off camera though, so forgive me for not showing that. My bad, girl. But the look came out cute, and I'm done. Thank you so much for joining me for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you please follow me on these social media platforms. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. But until next time, I'll see you when I see you. And I'm out.